baby brother is coming in to surprise my mom for her birthday. Her birthday is next Thursday. He was supposed to come yesterday, but his flight got delayed an entire day. That is KLM. So I'm not going to take him up to take him down to Point Fortin, but I'm just going to drop something off. I'm just recording this. I don't know if it will be a part of the vlog. If you all see it, then it made it. If you don't see it, then obviously you won't know. As most of you all know, I work from home. So with me working from home, it can be very monotonous, doing the same thing over and over and over, seeing the same things over and over. That is why I like to go for drives. As I'm at this intersection, I'm reminded of something that happened a few years ago. Nope, maybe a little over a year ago. There's a store, a grocery store, not too far from this light. And something happened while I was in there that made me think of life differently. I was in the store and someone came to deliver something to the store, grocery store. A young Negro boy, young man, he went to the owner of the store. I know the owner of the store. And he said, this person, I'm referring to that as the store owner's name. Let's say Kiss. Kiss came to deliver. The man did not answer. He said it again. Kiss came to deliver. The man did not answer. The young boy went again to do what he had to do. And he again got the owner's attention and he said, so by so, Kiss came to deliver. And the owner of the business said, oh God, he started to yell, oh God. You're like, so by so, something he called the boy. You want something to do? Look, let me give you something to do. And that man proceeded to fling cardboard boxes on the ground and told the young boy pick it up. I'm not going to say what race he was. This man has never been racist towards me or people that I've seen. So I don't know if I should say it's something that's classist or racist. Or should I chuck it up to the guy having just a bad day? But based on how the other workers responded or reacted to the scene that I witnessed, I realize it's a normal occurrence. This man only has Negro people working for him. You would say, yes, wonderful. I should point out that the young man in question looked to be about 13, 14 years old. Now, me being the Christian that I am, and also I am very much aware of social media and how something can be misconstrued. I'm very particular of how I respond to things right now. So it's God and my job and my brand, you know. And I looked at the woman who was cashing, which was his girlfriend, I think. Not the same as the workers, race. And she didn't look anyway. What's the word? Disturbed or distraught. I turned to the security officer who was black, and I looked at him, and he looked at me as if to say, I am sorry, and bent his head apologetically. And I said to myself, I walked out, I paid. because I was already at the cashier, because I was upset. And I walked to the car and I told my husband, I said, we are never going to buy from this place again. He said, why? And I explained. Now, as far as I know, because he's told me so, he has never gone back, and I know I've never gone back. But people need to be careful how they treat others, especially when they're down. Because I can tell you this, people are not going to stay down forever. What goes up must come down. Water comes down from the sky like rain and goes up like vapor. That young man, it was in the day, so he should have been in school. It was during the school time, so he should have been in secondary school, which made me realize that he can't afford to go to school. He needs a job. I don't know if he's an orphan. I don't know if he's living with grandparents and need to get up and get. But that young boy could have been on the street. He could have been distressing the population. He could have been a menace to society, but instead he chose to get a job. And as far as I could have seen, is very good at the job. Was respectful to the owner of the job. And was also reminding the owner of the job, hey, somebody here to deliver goods. Now suppose that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Suppose that young boy was going through so much in his life that last ounce of disrespect. You see, people don't understand that respect is something that is earned. And respect is a basic human necessity. People want respect. Whether they're living on the road, whether they have $2, they have $20,000, they want respect. And people often go the distance for respect. Read between the lines on what I'm saying. Read between the lines on what I'm saying. Suppose that was the straw that broke that young boy back. He could have been on the road, robbing and being a menace. But, and I said it again, but he decided to get a job. But in deciding to get the job, the owner of the institution, the owner of the business that he's working at is treating him like trash. Now this happened over a year ago. And like I said, I don't know, call this drive time stories with Cindy, I don't know. But I want us as human beings to be aware. I want us as human beings to understand the way that you treat people will determine how the rest of your life ends up. I've seen too many people treat others like trash. I work from home before I was deployed home to work at my 9 to 5. Many people would pass this particular cleaner straight, the custodian straight, pass her straight. And in passing her straight, I said to myself, I was like, wow, it's like the woman didn't exist. And every time I pass, I would say, morning, hi, whatever the case may be, And I remember there was one particular morning, I used to get to work really, really, really early. And I was sitting up on the, let me say 7th, 8th floor by myself, earlier morning. And the weight of the world was so heavy on my shoulders. Water had to come down my eyes. And she passed. Just happened to glimpse me and she came in. And she said, God, allow her to come, whatever the case may be. And that woman ministered to me that day. And at the time she ministered, I'm not saying minister as in she prayed and whatever, she encouraged me. She encouraged me. And if I had treated that woman like trash, my God, what would have been my portion? Let me give this last example. When I initially started my business 6 years ago, it's 7 years now. Crown Heritage is 7 years old. And if you've been watching our while, you know that Crown Heritage was initially seeded with a petite body shop. Crown Heritage so with a particular factory to buy packaging. And at this factory, there were 2 women. 2. One East Indian, one Negro. I treated them both the same. I went there once. These people were stalls workers. So they don't collect cash, nothing from you. They just come and hand your products. And I went a day and I said, I went to collect the packaging, and the East Indian one said to me, she said, why are you buying the jars? I said, well, I need it for products. She said, let me give you some advice. She said, next door, they could create a mold for you. Now, the mold could cost you about $15,000. But that mold is yours. She said you will end up paying, now at the time I was buying packaging for like 70 cents for one. You could end up paying with your own mold 17 cents for one. And I said, wow, I never thought about it. Again, based on how I was treating that woman, she shared insight with me that would have helped to skyrocket my business into such a major way. I would have to become a major player. Aye. Be careful how you treat people. I'm saying it again. Be careful how you treat people. Don't just treat the ones that look like they have the money and the knowledge like human beings. Don't just treat them like human beings. Treat the custodians as a human being. The person that's picking up the garbage. The person that's wiping down desks. These people are angel in disguises. Again, I don't know. When I jumped in the car to meet my brother, I had no idea that I would have been even having this conversation. This drive time story with Cindy. But I saw one thing. I know a message was delivered this evening. Be careful how you treat those who look as if they are less than you. There's a prophet pastor that I listen to called Joshua Selman. And he talks about destiny helpers. And in talking about destiny helpers, he has mentioned that be careful of who is sitting next to you, because the person that you treat bad because they don't have anything now. Sometimes they may never have much, but they may end up being the person that has the air of a CEO because they're making the CEO tea every morning. Or they may end up being the person that cleans the CEO house. And because of who they are, they can influence the CEO in your favor. Be careful of how you treat people, because they could end up being your destiny helpers. Alright guys, I'm at the airport. From me to you, much love. From my home to yours, much love. Keep looking beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, because I know I do. Blessings.